let's go fishing. You know it's really great, let's go fishing. In the rivers and on the lakes, let's go fishing. It's easy when you try, floating on the water with good old Steve and Mike. Floating on the water with good old Steve and Mike.
All right, folks, here we are.
Back again.
Back again, Mike, yeah. Okay, now I'm going to bring us all up to date. Last week, Chandler and I talked, and we felt like there's probably more people going to watch the ball game than would be watching us, so we decided to show a replay and save our fishing film for this week. So, which we didn't have any fishing film, but we did go Friday night and caught some fish, and so now we got some fishing film. So I thought it was a pretty good idea on Chandler's part, and so it worked out good. We had a win-win situation. But anyway, that's just a bunch of bull Mike's come up with. But hey, we want to thank you all for tuning in, and glad you got in here with us. We did have, heck, we've had a couple of pretty good fishing trips here since last week. We went on Friday night after Tennessee ball game. We went fishing on Friday night, I think, didn't we, Mike?
Mm-hmm.
And or was it Friday night or Saturday night? Me and Bill was up there.
No, Friday night, you and Bill.
Yeah, Friday. But now this past weekend when we had the 3-day weekend was that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Bill and I were up there on. I thought it was on Saturday night because I had to work that Friday. Pretty sure. And you and Jeff were up there. But anyway, heck, we've had. It's just been chaos. You know, one night you catch a fool out of them, the next night you can't get a bite.
Yeah.
So we're going to show a little film. We want to thank all of our sponsors. We were trying to count up over here. I think we started the show in February of 2012. That's over 9 years. Is that about right?
Yeah, every bit of it.
Yeah. Okay. So I can't tell you've got much better, but anyway, we're still here. Thank the Lord for that. But and our sponsors for sure. I want to thank all those fine people keeping us going. But we've caught some fish here in the last weekend, and then the weekend before, right after the Tennessee ball game, that weekend we've done caught some fish there, and they played on the 2nd, so we was on fishing on the 4th, I guess, 4th or 5th, and had some. This past weekend we got to fish 3 nights. Yeah. Bill and I went on Friday night. Mike was with Jeff, I think, and then Mike and I went back on Saturday night, and then we went back on Sunday night, being as we didn't have to work Monday. So, and Sunday night was the worst we done. Yeah.
Yeah, for you.
Yes, for me. It's just been something else. But, I got, when you make 9 casts and hook 9 fish and only get the 9th one in the boat, there's something bad wrong. 9 casts, I had a fish hooked. It seemed like every cast. that thing, bait would hit the bottom, and I'd pick it up, and bam, one would slam it, and I'd set the hook and get him started towards the boat. Mike getting the camera in the dip net, and I said, "You got off. You got off." So, okay, make another cast. It was about the same thing. I mean, it was like 9 casts in a row, and hook another fish, and he'd be getting the camera and the dip net, and get that fish up to the side of the boat or whatever. He'd jump across the dip net, get off, and just like, kind of stuff like that. Just Mike says I didn't catch a fish Sunday night, and I thought I could put one in the boat, but he says no, I didn't. So we'll have to let the film prove whichever one of us is right. But I could have swore that I did get one in the boat, but that was the only one. I mean, it was just, I told Mike, I said, I'm going to come up with me a dang trailer hook. I mean, put behind that jig, and yeah, it can be done. I promise you, because I'm going to figure out how to do it. And because them daggum fish are just, and then for Saturday night, Bill and I were on Friday night. Then Saturday night, Mike and I went back up, pulled out there on this spot, 3 casts in a row, bam, bam, bam. Then Mike caught one on the 4th cast, and I threw it back on the 5th cast we made and caught another. Got them all 5 of them in the boat. And a couple of them was pretty decent fish. I mean, it was nice. Yeah. So, I don't know. But like I said, I'm going to come up with me. I'm going to fix it where when one bites, I don't have to worry about him getting off. And the bad thing about it is I've tried 3 different jig heads with 3 different hooks. A long shank, a short shank, a wide gap, and it didn't seem to make any difference. When when they wanted off that hook, they got off. And so anyway, we'll just have to see how it turns out. But just glad to see y'all here. Want to say hello to. Let's see, better say hello to Bill, because I know he's watching.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And Charlie Irwin, say hello to him. Mike Pennington, yeah. I hope you found your night fishing rod. I meant to tell you that the other week, those old All-Star rods I've got, I told you how old they were. I got them at Bimbo Sports in Knoxville, and they're WR2s, heavy action, but they've got better rods out there than that now, and I just won't change. Bottom line, them rods and reels fish is good, and So anyway, but yeah, just pick you out a good medium heavy or 6.5 foot or something like that. It works out really well. And the rods you got, a lot of the rods out there this day and time are a lot lighter. So hopefully you can find you one to night fish with, and it comes in handy for a lot of other things too. You can be down there at Watts Bar trolling for them crappie here this fall, and them little big rockfish breaking. I always keep you a good top water plug tied on, ready to go with some heavy line.
Yeah.
Ain't that right, Mike?
That's right.
Yeah. Mike's got 3 or 4 plugs running around down there in Watts Bar Lake just because of that very same thing. Yeah. I said, "Watch this," he said. Yeah, I watched it all right. Throwed that plug out there, and one about 20, 30 pound hit that thing, and it just pow, it said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, Mike, you better put some bigger line on. Yeah, that's the way it is. Listen, folks, we have had caught some few fish here in the last couple of weeks, and makes everything go a lot better for us. So we're going to take a sponsor break, and then we're going to start showing some film.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I want old Bill to see our Friday night episode from week 4 last.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Chandler, take us to the sponsor break. Hey, folks, here at Tim's Tires, there's the times that they're open. The day, that's 5 days a week. They're open from 8 to 12:30 on Saturdays. All right, folks, we're inside here in the warehouse. Just wanted to give you a quick look at all the tires and stuff they got. And here we are. There's some four-wheeler tires, lawnmower tires, just a mixture of about any kind of tire you want. So keep that in mind. Then here we get into the light truck, automobiles, that kind of thing. So just walk through here and give you a quick look at what they've got in stock here. I mean, it's it's just, I don't know, man. They must be a couple of thousand tires in here right now, if not more. Sizes, shapes. You truckers, you know the word. This is the place to get your tires for your trucks. And these over here, getting a little bigger sizes. Light trucks, heavier automobiles, this kind of thing. And as you can just see back through there, it's just, heck, I don't know, this building's probably about 300 feet, one end to the other, and they're wall to wall. Remember Tim's Tires, folks. That's down here on Highway 27 on your way into Harriman, and get the best deals they're going. So give them a call, price check, whatever you want to, and if you want a special tire that they might not have, you could, they'll definitely get it for you. Tim's Tires. All right, folks. Okay, we got back. We want to thank Tim's Tires for keeping us going, and if you've got some tire needs, give them a call. Price check, whatever. You drive down there, they'll help you. They'll help you get what you're looking for, and if you want to make sure, call down there and tell them I want a certain brand, what size you need, and they'll have them the next day if they don't already have them.
Yeah.
So, I want to thank them a whole lot. Alrighty, we're going to some film here. See if Mike can catch some.
Okay, folks, I'm up here with Steve. He drugged me off up here on Friday night. I think.
Nothing else to do, Mike.
Yeah, he said
I need the good net man.
Need the good net man. Well, you should have called Wesley then.
That's right.
Anyway,
Work.
there's a few clouds back over yonder toward the Knoxville and the Smokies and stuff around. High and hazy, but moon may come up about 12 o'clock or so. But we're going to get in the water here and see what we can figure out. But anyway, remember the sponsors, folks, and let's go fishing. All right, he's finally got one hooked if he gets him to the boat. He jumped out of the net.
All right, Mike, finally we got one in the boat, got him in the net, and that's a good fish.
Yeah, that's a good fish.
Yeah.
He's getting nervous, so watch him. He won't loose.
Yeah, he's getting nervous, all right.
Yeah.
He ain't no nervouser than I am. Get him back in the water.
You've got one in here finally.
Yeah, finally. After about 5 bites and not another fish.
Yeah.
That ain't a bad looking fish either.
Mm-mm.
All right. Back in the water there, Mike.
Yeah.
All right. Mike's got another fish on right here. That just makes the third fish we've got in the boat, as I hate to say.
Yeah.
Pretty largemouth bass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A little fattened.
Yeah.
Keep going. All right. Okay. Get it. All right. Old Mike's got a pretty good fish there.
Yeah, nice good smallie.
Yeah, nice little smallie there, Mike. Sure is.
Yeah,
He's
what-
long. He ain't fat, but he's long and looks lean, ain't he?
Yeah.
All right, back in the water he goes. Now we got you, Bill.
Okay, old buddy.
Yeah, got that largemouth on the second cast,
That's right.
and
We
we'll get him back in the water, Bill.
We're hoping we have a good
Yeah. All right.
Oh, Steve,
Oh.
got another
Yeah.
small mouth, but he hit real good.
Oh, he did, Bill. He didn't play with it, buddy.
No,
Folks, listen, I'm up here with Bill, and glad to have him in the boat with us, and we hope we can get on some fish here tonight.
buddy, I hope we can too, Steve. I don't get to fish too much, but and I've been walleye fishing, and that was the sorest trip I've ever been on. We didn't get to fish. We stayed a week over at Dale Hollow, and we didn't get to fish all that much, but we didn't have that good of luck either. So I'm tickled to death to be with old Steve up here on these here smallmouth.
Yeah. All right, folks, back in the water, Bill.
Okay, old buddy, there it goes.
There he goes,
Put
buddy.
him over there on that side so he won't bother these over here.
All right, sounds good.
Ain't been
All right.
fishing but 10 minutes,
Yeah,
and
done got 3 in the boat, ain't we?
done got 3 in the boat. That's exactly right.
That's exactly right, Bill. That's what we want to do, old buddy.
That's great.
All right, back in the water and get us another one, Bill.
Okay, old buddy, put him out there.
All right.
Ain't kidding, buddy. He's on him. He's like a chicken on a June bug, son.
All right, that's number 4. They ain't big yet, but we're getting there.
That's exactly right, old buddy. Number 4, yes, sir.
All right, Bill. It's time for you to get one now.
It's time for my old Billy boy.
Yes, sir.
Listen,
Yeah. What do you want now?
old Steve is burning them up. He sure is, old
Yeah,
buddy.
we just need to hold on to them good ones, Bill. Dad
Yeah.
blame some of the guns. We get
I
them
know
on, they
it,
get
yeah.
off.
You get a good one, then you can't get him in the boat.
That's right. All right, you just in back in the water with him.
Okay, I'm gonna put him on the opposite side over there so he won't scare these others up.
That'll be good, Bill.
Yeah.
All right, Bill. There's a little better fish,
There's
Bill.
better fish up in here, Steve. They sure are.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, old Steve got the right thing on, son. he can't miss.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, back in the water and let's get another.
Okay, old buddy, I'm ready.
There
I'm
you
ready to go. Put him out there, son.
All right, man.
Another one of old Steve's fish. He's a burning them up, son. He really is.
All right, Billy boy, back in the water with that largemouth.
Okay, big old largemouth.
Boom, there he went.
Hey, old buddy.
All right,
Hey, Steve, old buddy.
all right, buddy.
Another little smallmouth.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Let me turn my
Yeah,
light on.
oh yeah. Fine job right there now, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, buddy. All right, let's get another one, Bill.
I tell you what, old Steve is burning them up, son. Yes.
Buddy, look what the old Billy boy's got right there now.
Now, I tell you what, Steve, I ain't done too well tonight, but I'll take that there anytime,
Anytime.
son. I like them kind right
Yeah,
there.
buddy, you ain't
That's a
kidding.
good fish. That's a good 3.5, 4 pound fish right there, son.
Yeah, that's like you said. That's the kind we used to catch a lot of.
You ever come up here all the time, catch them all night like that,
Yes,
son?
sir. Boy,
Yes,
that's a
sir.
nice one. Dadgum, that's a good one. All right.
Yes, sir.
You turn him back whenever you get ready, old buddy.
I'm ready to turn him back, old
All
buddy.
right, man. Dang.
Go, boy.
Heck, that's a dandy. That fish is 20 inches long or better,
Yeah.
man.
Fish up here.
Yeah, we are, Bill.
Yes, sir.
That ain't a bad fish right there. It ain't near as
No,
big as that one you had, but that's a good one.
That's a good one, though. Like you said, we used to catch them like this and,
Yeah.
and bigger out there.
Yeah, I know it, buddy.
But that's we're in the right place. So I tell you right now,
Yeah.
me and you both has called me a Gillian right here.
You ain't kidding, old Bill. All right, back in the water and let's get another one, buddy.
Okay, old buddy.
Uh-huh.
Hey, fish,
All right,
Steve.
folks. There we are with another fish in the boat, Bill.
But I'm telling you the truth now. I'm gonna tell you this first one we put in the boat, and another like for 15 or 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That Steve's still hot as a firecracker, son. Yes, sir.
All right. Back in the water with him, Billy.
Yes, sir, old buddy. I'm gonna put him back in the water. He's a nice one, though.
Yeah.
He got a little weight on him.
Yeah, he has.
Yes, sir. Go out there.
All right.
You what, old buddy?
Yeah. There ain't nothing wrong with that fish, Bill.
No, there ain't nothing wrong with that. And old Steve's still hollering he's hollering loudest than I've ever seen. He's now, son. They're jumping on him just like they're supposed to.
Yeah, all right.
It's a nice one.
Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
That fish got a little weight on it,
Yeah,
too.
he has. He has.
Yes,
Sure
sir.
has. All right, we'll get another one. Back in the water
Yeah,
with
buddy. Back in the water there.
you. There you go. All right, folks. There old Bill is.
Oh, tell old Steve, old buddy.
Got another good little old fat one, ain't you, Billy?
Yes, sir. Nice little fish.
All
Man,
right.
he's heavy, too.
Yeah.
He's been eating good, that's for sure.
Yeah, I believe he has. All right, throw him in. Get you another.
They're
There you
right
go.
where they ought to be, son.
That's right. All right. There we're on with
Okay,
another.
old Steve got him another. I tell you what, I've
Pretty
seen
fish.
a lot of people fishing in my lifetime. And I've been fishing with Steve for many years and his daddy and all them. But he's been the hottest thing tonight I've ever seen. He can't do nothing wrong.
Oh, wish we could stay all night, Billy.
Yeah.
Jump it back in the water and get us another one, bud.
Okay, old buddy. Boy, got him another in here.
Yeah, sure
And
has, bud.
I ain't been as hot as Steve has, son. I fished with a lot of people in my lifetime. But now, son, he couldn't do nothing wrong tonight. Yes, sir.
We've had a good trip.
We've
Bill.
had a good trip, old buddy. We really have. We've caught, I don't know, we must have 15, 20 fish.
Yeah, we're real close to it anyway.
Yes, sir.
All right, back in the water and get him another.
Okay, old buddy, back in the water there.
Yeah, Bud, that thing, Bill's got another dandy right there.
I'm telling you now, he's strong as he can be.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, he's a nice one, old buddy.
Yeah, that's a dandy too. I'm
Yes,
telling
sir.
you, man.
Yes,
All right, Billy boy, back in the water.
We're down here where the big ones live.
That's right.
Okay, old buddy.
Gone. Man, that's all right.
Me and old Steve's out here, and
Yeah.
Steve's already showing he's showing up here already. He burnt me up last weekend,
Yeah.
and he started already, but I'm going to catch up with him here. I ain't letting him do what he done
Mike,
last
that
week.
was the start of the next trip, but I knew we had, that was the weekend after the ball game, and me and old Bill there, you heard him talking there, Chucks. The fish were biting. I had the right bait on, and it just, everywhere I throwed it seemed like I wanted to get on. Yeah, and which Bill caught a few fish too, and but I don't know. I think we had close to 20, if not a few more. There on that section of film right there, and one of the places where we caught 4 or 5 of them fish was right up there where you told us that you found them the week before, and and I knew they was fish there, just I hadn't got on them, and until that, Bill and I were together there, and I think we caught 5 or 6 off that little old hump right there, where you told us that you'd caught some the night before or the week before off of it, and but they always there, you just when you got to get up there and find them.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
The bad thing about it is, I caught 3 or 4 of them fish when we got there, and Bill caught a couple of them too, before it got dark off that hump right there, and there's a good spot right there up there next to Dollar Island, and boats were still running quite a bit, and so I just whipped us in right there, and I said, let's try this right here, Billy boy. I said, I know you've only fished it probably 1,000 times. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, son, he said, I've fished it probably about that many. Mm-hmm. And sure enough, heck, I think it's first or second cast I made, caught one, then he caught one, then I caught a couple more. And we probably would have stayed there about all night. Here come a boat in there and was idling up pretty close to us, headed over to the dock there or somewhere in that neighborhood. And so we went on the prowl looking. And everywhere we pulled in, just about we caught fish.
Yeah.
So, but now you and Jeff were up there on that same night.
Yeah, we was.
You know, and you just didn't do that good. I don't know.
Not a whole lot.
So, and I hate it that I didn't show the bait that we were catching them on, but I thought I caught them on that green and blue.
Mm-hmm.
But that was what I thought I was catching them on that night. It's green pumpkin with a little bit of blue flashing on the back side of the skirt,
Mm-hmm.
and had a green pumpkin trailer on it. And buddy, they just, heck, I mean, I had a ball, you know, and fishing with Bill, and they was all over it. And but to start with, that first thing that evening, you know, I had a little old watermelon jig on and a watermelon trailer behind it, and throwing it on that spinning reel. And we caught 3 or 4 fish off that hump there on that little old, it's kind of like a peanut jig, but it wasn't a peanut jig, but the same thing, just watermelon color and a watermelon trailer.
Yeah.
And so that was the deal, and we just carried it on in as it got dark on us while I was throwing that green pumpkin and skirt with a little blue flash in it behind on the backside, and then had that green pumpkin trailer.
Yeah. That Friday night when me and you was there, and we caught them right there as it was starting to get dark and stuff there, and then it just seemed like we couldn't get another hit at all. And I think that was the night it was cloudy.
Oh yeah, that was Sunday night, like this past Sunday night. Is that when you was talking about?
No, I'm talking about
the weekend before.
Weekend before there,
Yeah.
and then went back up there and it was a starry night.
Yeah.
And it was catching some pretty
Well,
good.
You know, I was talking to some of the guys. Well, they always ask me, "Well, did you catch them?" I said, "Well, we had a couple of pretty good trips. I'll put it that way." And you know, and they'll go to asking you questions and this, that, and the other. And I said, "Well, I'll tell you what the deal is. It's all about the light factor. In other words, if you've got a clear sky, stars everywhere, we kind of fish a little lighter colored bait.
Yeah.
And when it's when it's overcast and it's dark, it's a dark bait."
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "You wouldn't believe how finicky them fish are, knowing good and well they're right there where you're casting. But if you don't have that right," I said, "it's all about the color."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "The least little change that you can make sometimes is the best thing in the world."
Yeah.
And but I said, you know, that's what we just fish around because we know the fish is there till we find what they want to bite.
Yes, sir.
You know, heck, think back here for the last 4 or 5 weeks. One weekend the copper crawl was the hottest ticket. The next weekend the green pumpkin with the blue was the ticket. Mm-hmm. And it just goes on. And one night there, you caught them on the red.
Yeah.
The watermelon and red. Mm-hmm. So it's, you know, they don't have to be on the same thing every night. It's all about the dang light factor, and you know, that's my theory anyway, because it just seems like it plays out that way. If it's a dark night, it's a dark bait.
Yeah.
And if it's a bright night, you can get by with throwing daggum hot pink and purple. You know, brown and hot pink, a trailer. And you don't think, you think I'm crazy, but it'll work.
It'll work.
It's a proven fact. And even one time there, we got them on a dang yellow spider spinnerbait. I think it's that tarantula that Bass Pro Shop had out. And yellow tarantula spinnerbait, and that's what they called it, a tarantula, because it had about 8 legs on it. And dadgum, I had a yellow skirt and a black chunk, and the moon was just as big as it looked like it was laying right down on the water, and it didn't matter where I threw that thing, there was one on it.
It was.
So, I mean, it's like I said, it's all about that light factor and what you're trying to do. Now, the fish we caught was 20 to 30 feet.
Oh, yeah.
We had a few fish in that 20, right at that, let's see, one night Mike and I were up there this past weekend, put the boat in, went to the first spot we stopped on, and we caught 5 fish. I caught 3 back-to-back casts, got them in the boat, got them on film. Mike caught the 4th fish, and I threw quick as while he was turning his fish loose, I threw back out there and caught the 5th one. One spot, never just all we done was just catch and dip net, catch and net. And 2 of them was pretty good fish.
They was.
I mean, they was pretty nice. Kind of reminded me of the old days up there, So, I don't know. Okay. I thought someone was calling me. I got my phone turned down. But anyway, it's that time of year. We've still got a few more weeks of night fishing, and because we're working during the day, it's hard it's hard to get time to go, but we'll stick with them. Heck, some of the best trips we've had right here through September.
Oh, yeah, in October.
Even into October. When the coon hunters start running around on the lake, look out. The dog will be up on the front of the boat, and they're running back around these islands and back in the sloughs, and water gets down. Look out. So we'll fish till it gets cool weather and the crappie start biting, and then I guess Mike will start crappie fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the plan. All right, Dylan, take us to another sponsor break and come back, would you? Let people know what we represent.
That's what we're all about. We do try to do an honest day's work for the people, and we've got operators from all over the DOE sites, TVA sites, the outside contractors. We work just about everywhere you see a heavy piece of equipment. Good chance that you'll see an operating engineer on it, rather it be Barnhard. I'd like to mention them, All Crane, and all of them that's signatory to us. We have over 100 contractors that's signatory to us, so I definitely appreciate those guys all the way in Chattanooga, Kingsport, Tullahoma, throughout all the way up to Johnson City. So we do cover a big area, and just let us know if we can be any help to local contractors that come through these areas. We'll definitely send you some people.
All right, David. I appreciate all those good words, and we'll get this on the air, and I want to thank you again.
Thank you.
All right. Hey folks, We're over here at Edgemore Outdoors and got Vance back here. They've got a new selection of, what is this called now, Vance?
This is all queen tackle.
Queen tackle, okay.
It's all tungsten. They got tungsten weights, flipping weights. They got drop shot weights. All the jigs are all tungsten heads. There's flipping jigs, football jigs. There's swim jigs down here too. That's all of it's tungsten. There's shaky heads right here.
Okay,
That's
all tungsten stuff. Well, Vance got my attention with one thing. You can take any jig. Vance, get some of those bills. The chatterbait bills?
These aren't tungsten, but you can take this little chatterbait here and you can make a jig or a swim bait, any kind of head.
Throw it and put a shaky head on it.
Yep.
Son of a gun. I was just wondering how long that was going to take.
They've got different sizes in the blades there. There's silver, gold, and black.
Silver, gold, and black, different sizes in the blades. And like you said, you can take a white jig that you're flipping and put that dang bill on it, and you got you a chatterbait.
That's right.
Well, I wish me and you had thought of that. Folks, listen, do get by here, Edgemore Outdoors. Just swing around here, look at, gosh, I mean, man, the racks are hanging full of stuff, line, oil, just everything in the world here at Edgemore Outdoors. Jim and his crew would be more than glad to help you find what you need back here on the thing. I mean, it's just, I just hadn't had a chance to get over here. I've been wanting to come by and make a new film, advertisement for Edgemore Outdoors, and we just thank you for their support here over the years, keeping the show going, and it's just row after row of tackle, baits, plastics, crappie stuff, catfish stuff. They've got live bait, reels, rods. I mean, it's just, if you're looking for it, more than likely they have it over here. So do come by, stop in here and visit with Edgemore Outdoors, and I'm pretty sure you'll be satisfied and they can help you find what you need. All right, folks, we're back. I want to thank IUOE for keeping the show going, and Edgemore Outdoors. That's Vance and Scott over there at Edgemore, and they bought that business belongs to them now, and we're glad that we could keep them going, Mike.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
Gotta have somewhere to buy them lures and stuff. Many of them that you lose, man.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
I mean, shucks, buddy. Yeah, that's a fact. But we're going to get back. We got some more film to show. I don't know. Well, you want to show some more, Mike? You got some on your camera?
Hey, you can show what we done up there the same weekend.
Okay, put Mike's film on there, Chandler, if you don't care. On that same weekend, the 27th, I think it is. We'll go from there.
You're gonna hook him and ain't gonna quit, are you? What? Ooh. All right. One smallie. Maybe we can find some more. Top.
You're good.
Put some red on. Records on.
Yeah.
Okay. There's your fish. Finally got one. You put him back. Try another. Back up here, boy. Good, huh? You didn't like that, did you? They just get plumb crazy when you touch that lip. Just don't like that at all. Good small.
Nice one.
All right, we'll eat him back. And we can get another one. Yeah, mine hit best. Get off there. That's what you when I touch it. What you trying to bite me? Oh, still. I got you. Mean, ain't you? Another good smallmouth. Yeah. All right. Jeff's got him a good one on here. Sure is. There he is. Look at him. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a nice, real nice one. Look at him. Let that rascal go. Oh, he's mad and mean too. Clean the lens there a little bit, get some of the dew off of it. But yeah, that's a nice one. Real nice smallmouth. Well, you sure had him hooked good.
He was hooked.
You finally got him off there. Yeah, set him down there. All right, have him back in the water. He's a good one. We'll get him again next time. We'll get a little bigger. My goodness gracious. Come back here now. Thank you. What's back? I'm telling you. That's you touch that lip, buddy, they just it's crazy.
Yep, one second. Carpet.
Huh? Can't even see exactly how he's bleeding like crazy. I got him in the tongue. Looks like, yeah. Got him off there. All right, we'll throw him back. Come on?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go, folks. That's our first one in the boat. He had too good luck to start off with. We'll keep after him, though. Good smiling. We'll put him back. Watch him go. Okay. He just barely swam up there and touched that thing. That's what, he's a mean one. He's on him like a razor blade. Real light little deal there. Turn my skirt up. That's a little bitty one. See what else we can find. Another one. Why ain't the bleeding there? Anyway. I think we took off. Yeah. Sorry, man.
All right, Chandler, good job. Well, and Mike, we both didn't show our baits very well. You probably did better than I did. I hate I didn't do that either. I meant to bring that 3 or 4 baits over here. We'll have them next week for sure.
That first night there, the copper crawl was the only thing I could get a hit on.
Yeah.
And the next night, it had to be that watermelon in black.
Yeah.
You know, that's the only thing I could get a hit on that night. And when I talked to you there, you said you and Bill was catching them up there on the green pumpkin and blue flash to it. And I throwed the heck out of that, and I couldn't get a strike on it at all.
Yeah, heck, I fooled around there and I fooled around there and lost my daggum jig, and I got down in the box there and had one more, and I tied it on, and then I got Bill. I took a skirt off of another head, the same color skirt, the green pumpkin and blue, and I fixed Bill up with a jig, and then we was both throwing the same thing, and we just caught him. I mean, he was on it, you know.
Jeff kept throwing it too. I give him one, and he kept throwing it. I don't even think that one he caught it on that green pumpkin with the flash in it. He throwed it all night long, seemed like, and couldn't get nothing on it.
Yeah.
He jerked a few times there, but he said he wasn't sure whether it was a fish or a rock, but it felt like he had a bump or two on it, but I couldn't get nothing to hit it.
That first night there, that's what all of them we showed here a while ago, they pretty much came off of that green and blue.
The only thing I could figure out, I changed trailers. There I had been fishing that number 11 size there, you know. And then I got that watermelon out in the viber tail and started catching fish.
Yeah.
Of course, we quit about the same time you did.
Yeah, it's come right in there behind them. We just got loaded up, pulled up there in the parking lot, and here comes Jeff to get the truck. So we kind of hung around, waited on you guys. But we were throwing that green pumpkin and blue with that green pumpkin chunk with the blue glitter in it.
Yeah.
And it worked out pretty dang good. But we did catch 4 or 5 fish that first thing that evening on a low watermelon jig, you know. And so me and Bill, but then after it got dark, it was that dang watermelon and blue. Or not watermelon, it's green pumpkin and blue.
Yeah.
I've catching fish, and anyway, Bill said, he said, son, you're on fire. I said, what? I said, you got another one of them jigs? He said, I don't think I got that color. I said, yeah, let's fix up one. So I got down there and took a skirt off of the head that I had that I didn't. It was a smaller head, and I knew. I said, no, I want you to have a 1/2 ounce. So I took that skirt off that 3/8 and put it on the 1/2 ounce head and for him, and he and I had the last 2 of them skirts we had. So we get down there on the end of Pilot Island when we were headed in, and shoot, I don't know, we caught 4 or 5 off the end of Pilot Island right there on our way in. It was just calm and quiet, nobody there, and just whipped in there and started casting, and I think we wound up catching 5 fish off of that. And dad blame if I didn't draw back and that line was hooked up on the tip of my rod or something, and it went pew. Yeah, it must have went 400 yards out through there. Wasn't no way to find it. I mean, it's gone.
That ain't the first time you've done that.
No, that's not the first time. I'm hoping it won't be the last. So anyway, that was the bait that we were throwing up there that night, and they were biting it. Heck, it just, I don't know how many fish we caught, if there was 20 of them or whatever, but we caught quite a few. Had a pretty good little night fishing trip there. We can't complain about that kind of stuff.
No. Sure can't.
But, like I said, I'll bring my jig box next week, I promise. And, or whatever we're fishing with, and bring the box and we'll hang some baits up here. But, it's like I said before, if you're not getting a bite, and the fish seem to be in that 20 to 30 feet of water. We caught some fish sitting in 30 feet. You just work your jig right out there and bounce it up a couple of times in places, and bam, one to grab it.
Yeah.
And then this past weekend, me and you found some fish in 35 foot of water.
Yeah. And
yeah.
Such a light hit.
Yeah, just
compared to what they had
you
been
think
doing.
it's a dang bluegill or something.
Yeah, just like you picked up trash on it.
Your bait, yeah. And wasn't striking it, or just mouthing it like, had a hold of it. But anyway, there the night Bill and I were up there, it just seemed, they were in that range of that 20, 25 foot of water, and out to 30 feet, because we caught 2 or 3 fish right just. Once you get that bait right there under the front of the boat, I just kind of jump it up and down a time or two and caught 2 or 3 fish on it like that.
Oh, yeah.
Out there that deep. So, but it's the littlest thing can make a big difference up there on that lake. And, as far as depth, color, and that kind of thing. If, like I've said many a time, if you don't get a bite and then 10 casts, 15 at the most, change up something.
Yeah.
I mean, whether it be the trailer or a different color skirt, because they're there, and you just got to figure out what they want to eat on. That's the whole ticket.
I mean, you can fish out on one of them points and on the flat side and not get a strike, and then pull around on the deep side where it drops off deep, and all of a sudden you're catching fish.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. There's no two ways about it.
You shallow up or back out, do something different after you fish a place there's right inside.
Well, the moon ought to be, get a chance to go Saturday night for a little while. We ought to have just a little bit of crescent moon. Mm-hmm. We're on the upside of the moon again, and so a couple of weeks we'll have a full moon.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, we'll see what happens there. But yeah, it's no big deal. I mean, just like I said, if you're not getting the bite, change up something. Change your trailer, change the color of skirt, color of the trailer, and go from there. So do remember Edgemore Outdoors and Reynolds Racing and Marine. Get on the website there, see what Glenn's got. I did not get to talk to him today, and I really hate that, because I wanted to find out if that express boat with the sea deck on the inside of it, if he sold that thing yet.
Mm-hmm.
And we do remember the got the raffle tickets for the trolling motor. That's a Ghost trolling motor. What was it? 10 tickets was, or you got 5 tickets for $100, wasn't it?
$90.
$90, yeah. 5 tickets, yeah. If you buy 5 tickets, it's $90. So if you buy 2 rounds of 5 tickets, you wind up getting that extra. You can get 11 chances instead of the 10.
Yeah, that's right.
It sure can. So out of that $100 for each round of tickets that you buy. But do remember that, and all that kind of stuff. Anything else that you can think of, Mike?
No, I just hope them crazy people get off the lake and stay off of it.
Well, I wouldn't think nothing like that, Mike. What's heck, you know?
Well, they had that bunch there the other day that over one of them was in the hospital, and the other.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Ohio up there in Powell Valley up there somewhere, riding on the bow of the boat.
Yeah, I heard that too. Two standing on the bow, hit a big wave and poof, throw them right out in the water, and the boat run over them, and one of them kind of got chewed up. I don't know if he survived or not. All I heard was they took him by ambulance or flew him to the hospital.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, Mike, sometimes people do the craziest things.
You know, you sitting there fishing with lights all on, and then they'll still try to run over you.
Oh, I know.
Or try to run over your fishing line and everything else. They don't pay no attention. They got too many of them Budweisers driving or something.
Yeah, I don't know about that,
And
but
no lights on them. You know, that one up there the other night cranked up and run a mile down the lake there and turned in Big Ridge there and didn't even have a light one on, but you could hear him running down the bank down through there.
Yeah. Well, that is a bad thing there for sure, without a doubt. Okay, folks, God bless you all. I want you to have a good, safe week, what's left of it, and a good weekend. And we'll try to make some changes for next week and bring some baits in, and hopefully we can catch a bunch more fish, Mike.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. God bless you all. See you next week.
Okay.
Hey, folks, I'm here at Reynolds Racing and Marine, 620 Ray Street here in Kingston. Got Mr. Glenn Reynolds here with us. Glenn, tell us about this beautiful Bullet boat sitting here.
Okay, this is the latest deal. It's called SST. It's 21 foot long. Has a lot of key features inside. It's got three coolers, so you keep your beverages plenty cool. Got a little wider front end up front. And it's got the recessed foot pedal for the new spot lock trolling motors that I'm going to try to sell Steve one.
Yes, sir.
And it's a pretty silver and red.
Boy, it's beautiful. It really is.
Got the new 250R.
250R on that thing, folks. Man, this thing looks sharp.
That's just one boat. Of course, we got it in the background here.
Yeah.
We've got several side-by-sides.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And then...
there's the big 5-seater. That's a 5-seater. Man. Dadgone it,
so
Glenn.
we've got a lot of side-by-sides.
Yes, sir.
And then we've got, of course, this is
Allison?
This is Allison Color Pro Series.
Yeah.
It's called a Pro Elite.
Pro Elite, okay.
And it's got, I guess here is some of the different pictures.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. It's got a TV screen in the front.
Yeah. And then it raises it up because it's called an E-pad.
Right.
And Allison has a patent on this, I think. And you can raise it up where you can, if you're a tall guy, you can still see
it. Yeah, yeah.
That's sort of unique. And then, of course, we've got the Allisons and the Bullets on this side.
Right. Oh, man. We've got the twin yellows here, don't we?
Got the twin yellows. One's yellow and white, one's yellow and black. This one will be in Mercury's brochure. I went down and made some pictures at Joe River Lake. and it should be coming up pretty soon in the brochure.
Right.
And of course, it has the E-pad, it has a
It's
spot lock.
Uh-huh.
I call it Ultrex.
Right.
Now this is called a